What is going on, everyone? Xeno Productions here. Welcome back to another video. Oh man, ew, Advanced Warfare gameplay. Anyways, guys, let me explain myself. I'm putting up some Advanced Warfare gameplay. Maybe you guys don't want to see it, and I don't blame you because not too many people liked Advanced Warfare. I, for some reason, just did. I liked Advanced Warfare, so I'm fine with showing Advanced Warfare gameplay, but this gameplay does have a purpose. I actually went and got this gameplay just for this video. Don't worry, I'm not going to be showing Advanced Warfare gameplay anymore. Unless, you know, I ever want to go back and play this game again. I won't be showing it anymore. I'm kind of burnt out on the game, to be honest. I made it up to like 30th procedure, something ridiculous like that. I kind of burnt out on it at like 25th, and I just kept playing it because that was really the only Call of Duty I had until the Black Ops 3 beta comes out. And with Black Ops 3, like the full game release on the horizon comes out this Friday, obviously, so in 2 days this game will come out, and we will be playing the full release, full version of this game. Will be set free, and the walls will be set out, I guess, if you want to call it, and we could be going out, and playing some nice Black Ops 3 full version of it. No restraints, no limits to how much we can play, and it'll be awesome, and it comes out on a Friday, which is amazing. But with that game on the horizon, I decided to make a nice little video about Advanced Warfare, talking about what they did right, what they did wrong, and basically my full review, my full thoughts, and full recap of Advanced Warfare throughout this year, because the game, I don't remember when the game actually came out. I'm gonna take a guess and say, oh, actually, I have no clue. I have no clue when the game came out last year. It was in November, so obviously in November. Every Call of Duty always comes out in November. But it came out on a Tuesday. This is the last Call of Duty to come out on a Tuesday. And basically, the release, first of all, let's just start off with the release. We're going to do a full recap on this, the entire year of Advanced Warfare. So it's pretty much been a year since the game got fully released, and we've obviously had a whole year to play around with it, and the majority of the Call of Duty fan base is going to be moving on to Black Ops 3, so I might as well make a video, like a nice little farewell, if you want to say it, or just a nice review of Advanced Warfare. So, honestly, the launch, first of all, the launch was gotta be the sloppiest, worst launch for any game in recent years. I mean, I can't really think of anything else. What was going right with that game when they were launched? Tell me one thing that was right with the game when it came out. A lot of the guns were broken, including the bow and the SM-1. They were just simply too powerful to even comprehend, but no one really figured that out yet until like a week later when they're like, hey, this gun's really good. But if you go back and look at my very first Advanced Warfare gameplay, you can see I'm using the bow, and I tear it up, and that's because I'm on past gen, and on past gen made by High Moon Studios, the gun for the bow 27 is different on past gen to bow 27, and still to this day, the bow 27 has absolute zero recoil. And I'm not talking about like the gun kicks or anything. I'm talking about bullets come out of the gun. That's it. Nothing else happens. Bullets just come out of the gun. Your gun does not kick or anything. Like you see this bow happening right here. This bow's kicking because this is on Xbox One, because I actually did transfer all into Xbox One mid-life cycle of Advanced Warfare. So how did I get killed around that course? So the release of the game was absolutely horrible. Maps were broken. There were so many glitches with the exosuits. People were getting out of the maps. People were getting in the glitch spots. People were turning invisible without exocloak. People were using the broken guns and getting broken score streaks. I mean, it was horrible. Advanced Warfare needed a beta. I think it was a really bad move by Sledgehammer Games and High Moon Studios to put out a game that they didn't even have a beta for and make it their first game that they've made solely by themselves. Now, obviously, Sledgehammer Games did help out with the Modern Warfare 3, which is why they probably like remade some Infinity War maps, which is really cool. But they've never really been set free to make their own game completely and entirely. And I think it was too much of a change for the regular fan base of Call of Duty. I'm pretty much up for anything when a Call of Duty comes out. I'm pretty much up for anything. If they wanted to make such a big change as put exosuits in, I'm completely down. You know, I'm completely fine with that. And apparently the rest of the fan base just flat out wasn't. I mean, I don't really know what else to say else about it. Apparently the rest of the fan base just wasn't ready for such a big change of exosuits and everything else in the game. So, when the game first came out, it was a new studio making a new game to a new series in a massive franchise that's expected so much of. Excuse my phone going off. And it was so different. It was so different for the rest of them, and I think that was just too much for someone to handle at one time. Which is, I don't know. I was completely fine with it. I was actually really pumped for Advanced Warfare to come out, and I was really excited when the game actually did come out. I did like Advanced Warfare. It might be my 5th or 6th favorite Call of Duty though. It's nothing like close to my favorite true to heart Call of Duty. Black Ops 3 is probably gonna dethrone Advanced Warfare and take like my top 3 spot when it's all said and done. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 is probably gonna be how it goes, but honestly, I don't think Sledgehammer really thought it out too much with how they really wanted to release this thing, because it was just too much of a change. Now, going into the game, as they released patches, they fixed a lot of things. First of all, one thing that really know was that system hack. When you put out the system hack, in case you didn't know this, maybe the first couple months when Advanced Warfare was out, if you would put out a system hack, the enemy team would get covered with this massive black X in the middle of their screen for about 2 to 3 seconds, and this was instantly the most annoying thing in Call of Duty history. People like constantly were complaining about it, and they finally fixed it. And when they didn't fix it, they actually removed it. So now all you see is static, like you do in the system hack today. Also, updates. Next gen and past gen updates came separately. They did not go live at the same time. Now, would they be doing this deliberately, or were they doing this on accident? We don't really know. But the updates that were coming out on the current gen consoles like Xbox One and PS4 and PC were coming out, but those updates weren't being applied to PS3 and Xbox 360 games at the time. Now keep in mind, this was a whole year ago. Call of Duty is still a pretty lively thing on the past gen consoles. People, including me, did not have a next gen console to play on. So the fact that we are waiting so long for the updates to come out was just bad. It was just bad marketing, bad everything. Now, one thing I really wanted to get into in this video is micro DLC. This was huge in Advanced Warfare. This is what saved what was left of this game at the time. This is what saved it. And this was, they added so many guns into DLC as well. They added so many guns into DLC, and most of them were free. Now, I'm not saying like they're game-changing guns, but most of them were free. Most of them were usable guns, I guess, and they were free, so you didn't really have to buy anything. And they all just came out really well and really nice. So when they did that, it was like basically giving us free DLC, which is really cool, because they also had supply jobs, which is a new thing in Advanced Warfare, a new thing in Call of Duty, which, by the way, I think supply jobs were confirmed to be in Black Ops 3, but don't worry before you click off the video. They were confirmed to be in Black Ops 3, but there are no weapon variants. They are just different kinds of attachments and customization that you can get, and there's only a minimum amount of supply jobs you can get. So yeah, and anyways, Advanced Warfare had a lot of customization, had a lot of micro DLC camos, like you see this one on my MP11 right here, the psychedelic camo. They had many different customization, and just a lot of customization, which is what we've always been wanting Call of Duty. Now, the maps were very nice. They worked very well with the Xexon movements. When the game first came out, I was like, wow, I don't really know if I'm going to learn how to use this Xexon movement. It's going to be so foreign to me. And it wasn't. The first game I played, I pretty much knew all the controls naturally for some reason. And I felt the same way with Black Ops 3 when the beta came out. Like, man, I'm not going to know this, but I actually did. I knew the movements. So I think that Sledgehammer really went right with their movement system. Now, like I'm saying, people don't like Xexon movement. Not too many people do. But I kind of did. I liked the fact I was able to get around places a lot faster. And if you didn't like it, you could always play in Classical. I mean, you know, that small little fan base in there you can play with. I mean, it's not like you don't like Xexon system, you can't, like, play. I mean, there's a whole playlist for you to go play, and people don't really understand that. So, honestly, I think that they were okay with their movement system. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the pay-to-win. Now, I'm not going to call it pay-to-win. I'm going to call it more of just buying stuff. Now, when supply jobs came out, people were starting to say, how about we just buy supply jobs? Like, why can't we buy supply jobs instead of earning them? And we can buy more supply jobs, we can pay money, and we can earn the money, and we can pay it, and we can earn the guns and stuff. And so they said, alright, so they made it advanced supply jobs, which you can go out and pay some absurd money, by the way. I mean, I think it's $2 for an advanced supply job or something stupid like that. And you pay some money, and you get the advanced supply job. And what this would happen is that this obviously updates started not being able to come out on the past gen consoles. Updates weren't being able to come out on past gen anymore, And people were getting mad at that because past gen players were starting to get left behind because they kind of stopped releasing updates for the past gen players. Next gen was getting all the nice stuff like advanced supply drops, royalty variants, what else was there? There's so many more things that, like, little things. Also, season pass holders, I think for the first time ever, were able to experience the DLC weapon about a month in advance, which is really cool. Black Ops 3 is actually going to be the first game ever, by the way, that I'm going to get the season pass for. I never have got the season pass ever in a Call of Duty. It's really hard to believe, actually, for me. I have never got the season pass in a Call of Duty ever. And, now I'm going to be getting it in Black Ops 3, which I'm super pumped for, because if they do the same thing like they did in Advanced Warfare, then I'm going to be able to get the DLC gun early, and it'll be really cool, and I'll be able to show you guys all this stuff, and you get, like, the giant map for free, which is really nice, and it's just going to be awesome. It's just so much better. I would highly recommend, if you're going to be playing a lot of Black Ops 3 in the next couple of months to years, I mean, get the season pass. You're going to get so much bang for your buck for $50. You get a $10 discount on all the DLC. It's just going to be great. But anyways, what Advanced Warfare did right, I'm just going to cap it off with what Advanced Warfare did right, first of all. What Advanced Warfare did right was they dared, or Sledgehammer Games themselves actually, dared to be different. Sledgehammer Games dared to go out there and say, this is how it's going to go. We're going to change things up a bit. We're going to change Call of Duty and make it a new era. And they did. They changed Call of Duty. Was it for the better? Probably not, but they were daring to do it, which shows that they are not afraid to make changes to Call of Duty. It shows they're not afraid to make the same old Call of Duty game every other year. So, am I excited for Sledgehammer's next game, Advanced Warfare 2, or whatever it may be? Yes, I definitely am. I definitely am excited for it, because they know what they've done wrong. They have more than enough feedback from more than enough people complaining about them more than enough times. They know what they did wrong. And now they have all the information that they can possibly get on what to do right. Now, what they did wrong, the release. Have a beta, Sledgehammer Games. Have a beta for the next Call of Duty you put out. For the love of God, put a beta out. I think Call of Duty needs to start having more betas like Black Ops 3. Treyarch's really gonna hit a home run with this release date, because they had a beta and they've patched things. It's just so much better in the long run. Now, real quickly, I'm going to be talking about Exo Zombies. Exo Zombies was actually a surprise that came in the end of Exo Survival. If you completely completed Exo Survival, it was like a little zombies mission that you'll be able to get to play, and people didn't really see it until the end of the Exo Survival, because Exo Survival was not fun. Not too many people really enjoyed playing it, but when you finished it, people were like, what the heck, there's zombies. Like, could this mean something? Like, are they doing something with this? And yes, they turned out like the first DLC. If you got to play Exo Zombies. There were 4 Exo Zombies maps: Infection, Outbreak, and I can't remember the last two. But, they were all really nice maps, all really fun things. Was the replayability value there for me? It really wasn't, though. I didn't really feel like playing Exo Zombies too often. I only really played them a good 4 times when the DLC came out, just for some videos. I mean, honestly, I felt like I paid $15 to make a video on the DLC this year. The DLC just wasn't great. I felt like I paid $15 just so I can make a video to talk about it. And that's kind of disappointing, because I actually want to play the DLC, but there's really nothing fun to play. I mean, I paid $15 just so I can talk about the maps and the DLC, but guys, let me know what I did right and what I did wrong during this Advanced Warfare life cycle. Let me know what videos I could have made about it. And let me know what your overall thoughts are on Advanced Warfare. And if you want to, give me like a rating out of 10 or something in the comments below. I will gladly see your comment, because I see comments and I will reply to them if you ask me any questions about Advanced Warfare. Anyways, guys, that's all time for today. Let me know what you think about your final thoughts on Advanced Warfare. For me, like I said, I think it was a great game. I'm going to give it like a 7 out of 10. Because there was so much else they could have done right. The game had such great potential to become a great game, and they just didn't follow through with it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Take care, guys. Tomorrow will be the last video before Black Ops 3's full release, guys. Take care. Have a nice day. And goodbye.